Ever since THF Bezu was killed in Chicago, there has been one question looming across the entire streets of Chicago. Where to get back, who gonna spend, and who did it? Well, that's a couple of more than one question. And what ended up happening today was a video floated out of somebody in a green Lambo, and they got dissected, bruh, because, folk, you know what? Let the news tell it.
And breaking this morning, one person was killed, 3 others injured in an overnight shooting in the city's River North neighborhood.
Let's get right to Courtney Spinelli live at Hubbard and LaSalle, where she's working to learn more on what happened there. Good morning, Courtney.
Sean and Jewel, good morning. It was a call for multiple people shot that brought officers to this area just after 2:30 this morning. Police sources this morning tell me that one of the 4 men shot in this area is a security guard who works nearby, though it's not clear whether he has any connection to the other 3 victims.
We've got shell casings in the intersection.
Now, according to CPD, several of the victims were getting into an SUV when 4 suspects came up on foot and opened fire. They jumped into an unknown vehicle and were gone by the time officers arrived. At the scene, officers performing life-saving actions, applying tourniquets, a chest seal, and doing CPR. All of the victims were transported to Northwestern, where one of the victims, a 34-year-old man who had been shot multiple times, was pronounced dead. The other victims included a 36-year-old man shot in the chest, a 43-year-old man shot in the back, and a 35-year-old man shot several times. All 3 are in critical condition, according to police, and sources say at least one of them was rushed into surgery after arriving at Northwestern. A rideshare driver who was in the area at the time of the shooting shares what he heard.
I heard like a few shots, but I just thought it was just like, it sounded like those mufflers that just kind of go off. So I didn't really put didn't put mind to it. The cops, normally they always blocked on Hubbard, always shut it down. So I just thought it was normal, but when I actually turned right onto Hubbard, I seen like they had closed everything.
Now, on weekends, Chicago police typically block off streets near the bars in the River North area, which is likely what made their response to this scene so quick. It's not clear whether the victims know the suspects or had any prior interaction with them before this shooting. All of the circumstances, including what led up to this, and any possible motive still under investigation, and it is still very early and active in the investigation at this point. Now, the name of the man who was killed this morning has not yet been released, and no description of any potential suspects or the vehicle they may have taken off in has also been shared. Of course, we will bring you any updates live throughout the morning and our evening shows that we get. We are live in River North along LaSalle and Hubbard. I'm Courtney Spinelli, WGN News.
Now, if you are renting a Lambo and you probably need like $20, $30, $40, $50, boom, hit that QR code real quick, play a couple of games and get your money up real quick. That's free cash, or hit the dang link in the description. That way you can win some money, and do it that way. And a lot of y'all keep on saying the same stuff. Bruh, I only won like $20, $30. All right. So get your wins on and get your spin on. And there you go. A little extra, you know what I'm saying? Pay 10 days, make $200. All right, y'all play games for free all the time, any damn ways. Hit that QR code. But actually, that wasn't him. That was somebody named Zoe, and unfortunately, he had passed. And if you want confirmation, here you go right here. But there is footage of the shooting that did happen. See, there was footage. He was killed in Chicago, and we actually, unfortunately, get to see. Roll it.
There's a shooting.
Now, to the lot of people in Chicago, they know him as 051 Melly's brother. But to the other people in the world, bro, they know him this year for basically going viral for him and 600 Breezy and Shark on Land being on camera with Grove Hero. It got a little bit intense or combative, but let him tell exactly what happened.
600 breezy, that situation. What was that about, brother? Like,
See,
you
look,
know, it's
nah,
like...
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was in the crib. I be in the crib, I work. Motherfucker called me, watch the park down there. That's outside of the park, basically, whatever. And the motherfucker guy told him, like, he up there and shit. I'm like, it ain't sit right with me. I got up, because he was be on the internet too, though. I came over there, bro. That was really a serious question. Like, what's going on right here? Like, what's up? Like, you lost your bag, the map or something, you feel me? He was just on the internet last time, woofing and doing all this gay. There's zero tolerance for disrespect or playing like that. So you think you go come over here, and then he was saying on the story, motherfucker showed me the shit he was saying on Grow Hero story, like, you flawed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be about what you say, you know? I walked up and seen what was going on. Yeah, true, nigga. I ain't had my scrap on me that day, none. I ain't even had no sword. Niggas see, I ain't had my scrap on me. Whatever was going on, then, that ain't no we into it with, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We ain't not into it. Ain't shit going on between them, you know. So it wasn't no threat to me, you know. But it's about respect too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be on a motherfucking story saying this and that, disrespecting and not expect certain outcomes to happen. So that's what that was about.
And in that last picture, you seen him being a freaking tech for solar panels and all that stuff, which that's great. That's dope. That's amazing. But you should have moved yourself right across the states to Iowa, bruh. That's where the money is at for all that shit, because there's no way that you have a name, Bezu is dead, and all of a sudden you actually troll Bezu. Then you said some little here's and there's. I'll tell y'all, you know, right here.
Now Wu had trolled a little bit too. They put it out there, but then he also, you know, like showed him some love. Like, I guess in the name of Islam, I believe Wu a Muslim. I'm not sure, but he like showed him love in the name of Islam as well. Like, but it's like when you seen him, did you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, how did you feel about that? Like, is it like, dang, bro, like you supposed to keep it? How we keeping it, or you feel a way about it?
Nah, hell no, I ain't feel no way about it.
Mm-hmm. When you said you saw it, you smirked though. Like, why you smirk like that?
What? You said what?
When you said you saw it, you smirked.
I said I'm sorry.
No, you smirked. You had made a smirk.
Nah, hell no.
When you said you saw, you had just smirk right now.
No.
You was out there figures like what you was thinking about. Yeah. So was Wu trolling? Is that or you think Wu was sincere?
Wu, I don't know what he was doing. I ain't gonna lie. He's probably trolling though.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like that. What I was gonna say, what about when I said putting a spotlight on yourself, it seemed like it was like a thing with they guys where it was like a 20 for 1, they said like about Zoo, and then, you know, you kind of like, you know what I mean, put eyeballs on you. It's like that ain't like, you ain't worried about that 20 for 1 shit?
Nah, that ain't got shit to do with me. If I hope it, yeah, nah.
Nah. I ain't gonna.
So you trolled him. I get it. Bezu's a name. And Bezu 100% expected people to try to drag his name through the mud, troll him, and say all of this shit and disrespect his name when he died. Bezu 100% knew that. So anybody who would say, oh, no, this, that, nah, they do it. They've done it, all that shit. But when you're changing your life, you're supposed to leave. Can't stay in your city. It's Chicago. So realistically, unless you went down south, like went down at 57, bruh, you really shouldn't even be in Illinois. Just gonna be fair, square, honest, and honest. You can't be in Illinois nor Indiana. That's just my opinion. But what ends up happening is some little dude from Instagram decided he wanted to take credit for this shit and make himself hotter than fish grease. F Lil Wu, send him to Melly, split his shit open. Oh my, we 4 deep and a hot. We ain't from NY, but nigga, we looking for Wu. School, I got. Anybody go to the funeral, I'm shooting it up. I don't give no F about jail on my brother. Is y'all slow? I chase T's. Then you got people like Billionaire Black trolling. Then you got Jules Williams trolling. Then you got these fools, Frank Block Trig 75 trolling. Then you got Lil Mo trolling over here. 4-6 is gonna troll anyways. Then you got G Baby trolling. And then you got freaking Mimo trolling. Let me tell y'all this, because I know people are reading the damn title and all this shit and everything. Let me help y'all out. Reddit, Instagram, hours afterwards, Chicago, FBI, CPD. Within the first goddamn 30 minutes, that's the first thing they doing is going on the internet and looking through and scrolling. They're scrolling the whole entire internet to see which dumbass is going to be a dumbass.
The reason that bad things happen to you is because you're a dumbass. Dumbasses. Dumbass. Dumbasses. Dumbass. 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 Dumbass.
If he did it, just go turn yourself in. Go in there, go Instagram live, you know what I'm saying, and walk in there and turn yourself in. But I don't think he did it. I 1,000,000% don't believe he actually did it, because there is a lot of dumbassery that goes on. A whole lot of stupid stuff that does happen on the internet all the freaking time. Myself included. We all have our day. But not to the level of a life sentence. In my mind, I don't understand. I think Buddy did this just to troll and just to go viral, and it's going to backfire on him. There are ways that you could troll. There are ways that you could do certain things, and for the most part, you could get away with it. The honest part about it is that if you get away with it, cool. But when you tell people you did it and you think you're going to get away with it, hell no. You just made yourself a target, even if you didn't do it, right? And once again, I don't believe he did it at all. But now you just made yourself hotter than fish grease, because, youngin', you basically want these cats on your heels now. I've never heard of Buddy. I'm not saying he ain't nobody or he is somebody. I ain't never heard of him. But you know what? We all heard of his ass now. So if I'm Jit, I'm thinking about shit. You know what? Let me get on out of here real quick. Let me take my talents to Michigan or goddamn Wisconsin or something like that real quick. Let me get up out the city. But if y'all gangsters and y'all thugging, then it don't really mean shit. When we're just gonna be fair. You get a name in Chicago, it's gonna come with flames and bullets. This just is what it is. You got a name in Chicago for street shit and being a street name and all this stuff, and somebody high profile died from the opposite side. Hey, shit, expect what you gonna expect. I don't feel bad for him at all. And I used to, and some of y'all probably like, well, no, you and Zoo and all this shit. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I used to feel bad for these cats, but then I realized if you keep putting yourself in certain situations, my sympathy and empathy dies out. If this was some youngin' who was a college kid and all of this stuff and all of that crap, then I 100% would be pissed off. But in a gangbanger who trying to change his life, you know why you trying to change your life. You got your goddamn degree. You got your certificate, pardon me. You should be on the first dang train station out of there. What was the point of changing your life just to stay in the same place? It reminded me of when them cats in New York, and no disrespect to New York, because a lot of other people have done this in states, when they was like, oh, I'm going to drop my flag. All right, cool. Are you leaving? If you drop your flag and you known for beating up people, stabbing people, shooting people, gangbanging activities, you still got ops. They don't give a damn about you dropping your flag. Drop your flag and leave. Because it's not enough to say, I'm not with the activities. You got to actively get your ass out of there. And that's the part where these cats who don't get it won't ever understand. Nothing wrong with making a plan. Nothing wrong with staying low in your city. Nothing wrong with all of that. But once you achieve your goal, get the hell out of there. It's time to jet, homie. And that's the shit where I'm just sitting there like, y'all youngins know better than this. When you see people, and Bezu's one of them, who think y'all know the streets so well that because you to survive some shootouts, you to survive jail, you to survive the penitentiary, that doesn't mean that there's other ways to get rid of you. It is what it is, man. But rest easy, bro. That's pretty much it. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this one, man. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on best notified. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Click right here, though, to see how the internet done messed around. And next thing you know, said Vonnie snitching. But honestly, I just destroy that whole entire shit. Click right here, click right here, click right here.